Hey guys, how's it going? So we're out in the cut flower garden this morning. A friend of ours is getting married tomorrow. So I told her she could come and cut whatever she wants from this space for whatever she needs it for. But I am responsible for her personal bouquet. That's what I am making, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. I don't do that very often, but it's a fun challenge. I'm really excited for it. I already have a bucket of flowers cut for the bouquet. I'll show you in a second so you can see the color theme. It's beautiful. But I did order some things from our local florist because she wanted some hints of magnolia, seeded eucalyptus for that kind of blue, which I don't have either of those in my garden. And then I also ordered some roses because I was not sure where our roses would be at the moment. That's a little bit more of a hit and miss, and I'm glad I did because our roses are nowhere in any position to be in a wedding bouquet. Proper fuel. We're ravaging the dahlia patch at the moment. The funny part is that we're going to fill up buckets and buckets of flowers and it will look like we cut nothing from this space. There's the bride-to-be. So here's the bucket that I've already cut. You can see the color theme, very kind of autumn and beautiful. We've got some really dark burgundy, some kind of burnt orange color. It looks a lot brighter in the camera. I'm not sure. I think this one's called brown sugar. We've got some peachy orange and then some cream white dahlias here. Yeah, so excited about these. And I haven't looked through the other girls' buckets yet. But oh my word. Beautiful. This might be my favorite bucket right here so far. I do think I'm gonna grab some amaranth. I've got some hot biscuits and coral fountain that might be a good accent, and some emerald tassels. Let's go over there. We'll probably use a little bit of this feverfew. We've got a couple different varieties here. This has got a really sweet, just single white. And then there's one that's got a little bit more of a yellow tinge to it. Cosmos didn't quite make it in time. They're all botted up, but not quite there. But I do wanna grab just some small pieces of the amaranth because I think that will add wonderful texture. So this one's called Hot Biscuits right here. We've got emerald tassels. Look how long those are. We've got red spike. And then the coral fountain didn't get staked up properly. So the coral fountain actually was this whole section right here, and it wasn't staked. Wind came through, knocked all of it down except for like 2 plants. See that one? Like the single one? At least we grew enough to have one left over so we could see the color. Like next year, that's a must plant right there. It's so pretty. Anyway, yeah, the rest of them cracked off at the base and we had to just toss them. I've also got a bunch of basil filler here, a couple rudbeckias. The rest of mine are just so slow. And then from this space here, I was gonna gather some of this peach screamer nicotiana, but honestly, like I'm looking at it, it's a bug trap crop. It just has bugs on it. Some of them are a little clean and I could just knock the bugs off, but it's sticky. Like it's pretty sticky. Like they could use these for table arrangements, but I don't think I want to put something like that in the bride's bouquet. There's some white pincushion flowers here that look really nice. I'm gonna grab these two real quick. Some black beauty that will look good. Some clary sage, it's beautiful. A whole bunch of crops just coming up now, but we've got zinnias and stock and stuff like that as well. So the plan is we're all gathering flowers this morning and then we're gonna kind of go our separate ways. They are gonna go do the prep at the venue and we're gonna go there this evening, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna make the bouquet. So it's gonna be as fresh as possible because it makes me nervous to make it the day before. So this is kind of part one, and then part two will be tomorrow morning when we attempt to make this bouquet. And look at this little bunch right here. There's some creamy colored stock. There's some pincushion flowers, some white clary sage. So pretty. I need another bucket. And there's no way I will use that many dahlias in a bouquet, but you know, queen of over-prepared right here. I am gonna grab though some dried yarrow blooms and some little lime punch blooms that have colored up beautifully. I think that'll be gorgeous to add. See, I've got some gorgeous roses. These are a little bit more pinkish though in real life. I don't know, in the camera they look a little brighter. So I just don't know. You know what? I think some of these zeolites calendula would be perfect. Yeah, look at that. Look how beautiful. like
Russell?
Russell?
Doesn't really know what to do. Like, she wants the cat, but doesn't know what to do with it.
All right, guys, it is a new day. I have no idea where I ended yesterday's video, so it's probably a little bit of an abrupt change, but it was a little bit hectic yesterday. We had a lot of things going on, but it was a great day. It was really fun. And they took the flowers. They didn't have to come back and get more, which surprised me, but they got all of the bridesmaids' bouquets done, a few other arrangements for other areas, and then I think Christy made which was one of the gals who was here, the one that has the cut flower garden as well. She made a swag thing for the arbor. I'm having a hard time thinking of words. Anyway, so I wanted to save making Megan's bouquet until like the last possible minute. I could have made it yesterday and kept it in the root cellar, but there's a possibility of it, you know, something not holding up in the arrangement, and I didn't want to have to like redo or anything. So anyway, we're gonna set up now. I'll show you what I ended up with. I have way too many things. Like, I'll be able to make an extra arrangement probably for another area there, but I'll show you what I've got. So here it all is. It looks beautiful in the morning light. I love her color theme going on. I mean, it's just very autumn and very beautiful. A couple of the things that she requested be in the arrangement was magnolia leaves. So we'll make sure that we get a few of those tucked in. She just really likes the depth that that brings. She likes texture quite a bit. So we've got some beautiful seeded eucalyptus. And then she also really likes dried elements. So there's some dried yarrow here. We've got some hydrangeas. She really loves the hydrangeas that have colored up a bit. And then we've got some of the key colors. So like the burnt kind of orange, burgundy right here. We've got the creamy colored. And then these are the roses I ordered just in case I needed them. I might not even need these. One other thing I will be adding to the bouquet is this gorgeous leather wrap. Look at this. So this goes around the stems. This was handmade, like over 15 hours of work went into this. Just not even the design process, but the actual work. It was made by Morgan, one of Megan's bridesmaids, actually her future sister-in-law. Isn't that gorgeous? She does this, like she does journals and stuff. I'm gonna link her Instagram down below, because I think this is absolutely beautiful. So I think what we're gonna do, because I just have 2 hours to put this together, and it's possible, I told Erin, I'll put the whole thing together, not like it, take it apart and do it again. I think we're just gonna set up a camera, kind of film the process, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the end. Wish me luck. It's done. I ended up tucking in some Love in a Puff vine because I forgot that she had wanted that in there. So tuck that in to where it's just adding some kind of fluffy accents all the way around. And then amaranth as well. There's amaranth around the base, and then there's a few kind of trailing out of the bouquet there. Now you can see I have it just in a vase right now because the leather wrap is quite long. It's gonna be gorgeous though, look at that. It's quite long, so I would risk getting the leather in the water, and I don't want to do that. So I think what we'll do is just keep it in the water, keep the flowers happy, and at the last minute we'll pull them out and tuck them in to the wrap. So taking a bit of a closer look, you can see we used dahlias, the spray roses, the little creamy colored ones. The big white ones were too bulky. We've got the seeded eucalyptus in there, the Love in a Puff kind of cascading over the sides, and the amaranth as well. I did use a couple of the white pincushion flowers because they just weren't as bulky or commanding, I guess, as the big roses. Got the beautiful Dusty Miller in there. And then if we twist the bouquet, which this is kind of the back, I think. They look very similar. I just don't have a cafe au lait in the back. She really wanted a lot of dried elements. So a lot of the yarrow, the amaranth, that kind of brown, and the magnolia. So I think we did it. I'm excited. Okay, so I've got the bouquet tucked into a box with the leather wrap, and this is the bucket of extra stuff I'm going to take, as well as scissors and some floral tape that I need to locate. It's probably on the floor somewhere. Anyway, hopefully it makes it. Okay, till 4 o'clock. It's got 4 hours. Alright guys, so it is actually the morning after the wedding. It was such a beautiful time, but it was crazy. So I'm not sure actually how this video turned out. I hope it did. Aaron had the camera while we were at the wedding because I had Benjamin and I was trying to make sure he felt comfortable, you know, and I was in possession of the rings for most of the time, and so I was feeling a little stressed about that. So I was trying to really stay focused on what I needed to be focused on. So I'm sure Aaron got some really beautiful pictures and things of Megan with her bouquet. I will also, before we put this video out, make sure that she's okay with anything that we share, because you know how that is. You get your pictures taken and things, you kind of want to be the first one to share them. So I'll make sure that we have full permission before we share anything. But I think everything just turned out great. Her bouquet ended up turning out really great. So I started making it, and by the end of the kind of first run through, I didn't like the little feverfew flowers in there. I felt like it gave it too much of a relaxed feel. I felt like it needed to feel a little bit more formal than it did. So I kind of took those out, moved a few things around, kind of taped the whole thing together. I really liked it. Then I realized that Megan really wanted Love in a Puff Vine worked into her bouquet because she wanted a unique element that she'd never seen, that nobody else had. And it really did give the bouquet a unique look in the end. I also worked in those couple of pieces of amaranth, and I'm really happy with how it turned out because it was a very beautiful wedding, but it was relaxed in a way. It wasn't like super duper fancy over the top. It was like comfortable, you want to stay and just have a good time kind of a feel. It was really fun, and Benjamin did great. He was so cute in his outfit, his whole like full-on cowboy outfit, and he was really digging it. And he was hamming it up too with the photographers. You can tell he's around cameras a lot because they take, like, everybody's in the lineup, you know, the whole bridal party, and Benjamin was at the end of it, and the photographers would take a couple pictures, and he would leave the lineup and go up and be like, "Can I see those pictures? Can I see what you just took?" So I had to keep telling him, "Benjamin, get back in the line, they're not done yet." But everybody was really sweet, and they accommodated him and showed him all the pictures. And the bridesmaids' bouquets, I'm not sure that we got any pictures of those, but those were really fun because, you know, when they came to pick flowers, we all picked very similar things so that they would all be cohesive, and then each bridesmaid made her own bouquet. So they kind of all got together that evening and did that as kind of a group activity, which I think is a really cool thing to do. And then they had little leather wraps to go around the base of their bouquets. So I feel like everything turned out great. I mean, I'm not used to making bridal bouquets, so it stretched me a bit. And of course, there's things that I would like to fuss with more or do a little bit differently. But in the end, like when she's holding it, I knew it too. I knew that I could look at it here, just sitting in a vase, and it would look nothing like it would look once she was holding it in front of her beautiful dress. She looked beautiful. So it was a good thing. It was just so fun to be a part of it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed whatever this video turned out to be. I hope it seemed complete. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.